Woo! We're back. Been away for a while, but I'm back to kick some butt in Wild Canyon. Well, maybe not. What I am back to do is play more Racing Lagoon, which I think is something I can handle a bit better. Hope y'all are ready for that. Or this. Yeah, I can call it this and not that. Let me just... And that's all set. And I think we're good. Gonna tweak some settings on my audio too. The stream in general should be louder so that if you get an ad, it doesn't make you go fucking deaf. And you won't have to like turn things up in your computer really high to make this, audible. I think it should all around be a better time. I hope so anyway. I really can't tell the effects here. I'm not watching the stream. But man, I love this sax. I mean, I can just skip this, but I want to hear it. I want to hear it again. I want to look at the intro again a bit to get back into the whole mood here. And what a mood it is, Racing Lagoon. Actually, while I'm here, sorry for the pauses, and I want to try and set up something with my controller, see if I can. In that case, I need to configure my controller a bit. Sorry about that. Alright, we'll just messing with the controls. See if we can get analog stuff to work. Alright, let's get started. High-speed driving RPG. That menu is definitely using the high-resolution mode. Squaresoft did like that one. Such a chill tune. Just absorbing the vibes again. I think we all should absorb the vibes of Racing Lagoon once in a while, you know? Yeah, just finished the third night. If I remember properly, ended with us talking to Sho, the leader of our team and the guy who really believes in us. Sho? What's his name, Sho? It's been a few nights later, a bit of a time skip here. Basically, kind of putting some sense into our guy here. Actually, I think I might have been named Sho. I don't remember the names in this game. It's been a bit. I apologize. Fourth night. Starfall night. Let's get moving. Room, let's go. Been a few nights since Makoto's accident. All we know is that his condition hasn't changed. Ugh. As for whether that's good news or bad news, can't really say. Been weighing down on our minds. The team reunited for the first time in a long while. Oh man, look at this rotating bridge effect over the sunset. Man, this game's cool. Iki had an important announcement for us. Kenzo couldn't wait to see everyone together again. I didn't want a pity party. I needed Iki to install full strength. I think he was our leader, actually. We all felt the same way. Life has been absolute shit lately. With anxieties stacked upon anxieties. Got the gang back together. Have a look at this. Oh. This shard is a piece of Makoto's shattered tail light. Oh. Small and brittle. On this shard I see ourselves. Pitifully small and insignificant, racing in meaningless rat races. And yet, like Makoto always said, ain't about the grudges or the politics. Forget all that. There's a million reasons we still race on these streets. We know this is where we were meant to be. Even if it terrifies us, still, we must race. That's what it takes to become a legend of street racing. We made this choice when we first sat down in the driver's seat. Listen, I called y'all here for a reason. We're not just here to dwell on the past, but to take an oath together. The new dawn waiting just around the corner. The Yokohama Grand Prix. Ooh, fancy. Yokohama GP, the world's first street racing Grand Prix. Qualifiers begin this weekend. That's a spicy thing to learn. The Yokohama Grand Prix, the world's first street racing Grand Prix. We can only dream of such an opportunity. Out there on the track, any of us could be crowned champion. It's worth a shot, no matter how slim the chance. No way I'm missing this. A chance like this won't show up again in our lifetime. They contacted me yesterday. Apparently I already had a spot reserved for me in the finals. But we only have one more spot for the rest of us, sorry. Why are you apologizing? This is freaking awesome! So we'll have to duke it out for that last spot, eh? Qualifiers are next week. We'll decide who will represent BLR with a race tomorrow in North Yokohama, soon to be the site of the Yokohama GP. The world of street racing is cruel. You only get one chance and it takes just one mistake. And you're out of the game for good. We have to keep winning. We'll make our own miracles, do whatever it takes. Sounds good to me. Show, you on board? Yeah. This got me fired up. How about a race? I don't want any sore losers after the last spot is claimed. We're a team. You're right. It's been a while since we did any real team driving. This could be my big chance. Kodo will be watching, so let's turn up the heat. Iki was just trying to cheer us up. Not that it matters. It felt nice to finally hear some good news. This means friendly race. Oh, we're going right in. Bay Lagoon short. Boy 4, girl 1. Good driver Kiwi. Alright. We're going right into this. See if I remember how to control this damn game. I got my new turbo in last time. Some other good parts, so this can be sex. Awesome speed there, but alright. Done this track before, but it's neat that it is actually at a different time of day. It's earlier, like it's twilight and dusk, but not quite nighttime, so it does look different. That's cool. Ah, shit. Looks like this one's about 2 laps, so I can make this happen. Okay. Not if these guys keep hogging the lane, though. Never pass. Muck that one up. But that's kind of the hardest set of turns here, and there's some long straightaways here that I can pull ahead on. Car is fucking juiced right now in comparison to the rest of these guys. Like, look at this shit. I am fucking schmoovin'. Well, I was anyway. Still. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so. Hell yeah. Do the replay. What if we get dialogue during it? This mountain is too steep to climb alone. There's only a handful of people who can change fate by their own accord. Chance to become a legend. Not everyone's cut out for it. Most of us just want to forget about the accident. None of us are foolish enough to believe in this pipe dream. The idea is that we'd be all smiles through the qualifiers with a nice fairy tale. There can be only one victor. I didn't have a good feeling about winning. Can't make a miracle happen. Where there are winners, there must be losers. There's a god that writes our fate, they must be laughing at us. God, I love the dialogue in this game. It's so flowery as it should be. Laughing while watching us swing helplessly at fastballs. I've come this far, I'm gonna swing anyway. Gotta put pedal to the metal, a step towards the fastest legend. My hand grips the wheel, my foot slams the pedal. Focusing all my will, I'll head to the starting line. My mind and body both trembling tremendously. But I saw the glimmer of hope, and it had me deep in a trance. I'm so glad, like, the way show monologues in particular is just like, this is what you expect from Squaresoft of the late 90s writing a racing game. It's just what you want. The power and the drama. She called me Sneeze because her racing Lagoon shows so true. So true. The big meteor shower is here. Stars are dancing for all of Yokohama. So make a wish, all you listeners. Don't react to that yet, I'm still an banana. Okay, hi. As I said, she called me Sneeze because her racing Lagoon so true. Share a star with a love afar. Here's tonight's first track. Starfall Night. That's the radio speaking. Wonder if this game possibly has a super boss. Hey, yeah, I want to race against Ruby Weapon. Yo, punk, where's the rest of your crew? We're Sakuragicho GT from North Yoko. Greetings. Gratings, perhaps. Or if that's a typo. Boss, you chowderhead. That ain't... Oh, okay, it's not a typo. Boss, you chowderhead. That ain't how you pronounce that word. What? What? Whatever. You catch my drift. Farewell. Oh, okay. So what's going on here? What if I follow these guys? Guess they went down this way for whatever reason. So this guy's at the wharf. I guess before I do anything, I should save just to have that. Oh, so I'm sorry. I meant I should go do a GS. We always need one of those. I like the music here. Ooh, cutscene for here. That makes sense. There's usually a cutscene here the first time you stop it during a night. You always get an over-the-top welcome at GS mileage. Well, almost always. Go do a GS sounds like some sort of Twitter speak for something that'll get TOS. Good! We should sound like we're completely incomprehensible. Kyoji had an unusually stern look on him today. Must be nice to be able to race all night. Can't practice when I've got to hold down the GS. When it's quiet, I work on my 7 and race laps in my head. No matter what, I gotta make it to the Yokohama GP. I'm running out of time though. I gotta sneak in practice whenever I can. Kyoji, you... Oh man, the shift in focus is there. The direction in this is beautiful. Maybe you haven't thought about this because you're still new to racing. But you know, I used to have a brother who raced too. Lost him to a car accident about 10 years ago. Oh wow. I was still in middle school. He looked so cool driving around in Savannah. I've never spoken about him before. Became a street racer so I could be like him. Nah, that wasn't it. I wanted to understand what it was about racing that made him go gaga for it. A race with me? No need. I've already simulated the race in my head. Perhaps a little more handbrake next time? I wanted to know what it was that stole my brother from us. That was probably it. After a while, I was just as gaga over racing as he was, and I forgot all about why I started. Forgot what led to all this. I'm about the same age he was, now that I think about it. Lately, I've been seeing him in my mind. He's Savannah racing just ahead of my 7. Wherever we're headed, I can never overtake him. It's like he's telling me that I should quit trying to race after him. Like he doesn't want me to go down the same road he did. Tough question to grapple with. I'm not sure what's waiting for me beyond that Savannah. And if I quit now, I know I won't end up like he did. At least then I'd end up living longer than him. Maybe that's what he's trying to tell me. There's a tune shop he loved that I've really wanted to go to. I finally saved the money, but if I race this tomorrow, then I won't make it. That being said, Sho, don't you dare go easy on me because of this. As soon as a man starts thinking about his feelings in the middle of a race, it's over. Alright. Well, that was cool, but can I save, dude? Back to the grind. How about a GS? Yeah, let's do a GS. The GS. That's what I'm talking about. Business is a-boomin'. Back to this beautiful screen. Speaking of excellent visual design, I just saw Across the Spider-Verse today, and wow. What a fucking movie. Like, not to talk too much about it because of, you know, I don't want to be spoiling things because it just came out. I know a lot of people want to see it. But, it is definitely gorgeous in so many ways, even beyond the first. Hey, Sho. Better not hold back at the deciding match tomorrow, you hear? I mean it, don't even think about going easy on me. And I already beat all your asses in that race, in that other race, so. Check out the Marine Tower. Seems like a night to it. The closest you'll get to the stars. That's the hackneyed slogan that was used to market this monolith. Marine Tower, shining brighter tonight. The propaganda must be getting to me. Oh, anyway. Wow, it's Sho from Bay Lagoon. Would you do me the honor of entering my race? Tonight the bonus challenge is depending on what... Tonight the bonus changes depending on what place you finish. It's a sweet deal. So, bonus race. One lap race. A growler and some unknowns. Sure, let's give it a shot. Racers who finish third and under have to pay the top two, and the minimum buy-in is 200,000 yen. At worst, you have 200k, but finish first and you get 200k. Those are the rules. Got it? So what do you say? Do I have the money for that? I guess so. Let's hope I can beat these guys. At least some of them. Special race. You get a big chance. Please wait. Alright. This one's special. Let's make it count. It says a one-lap race, so... Really will have to make it count. Some sharp corners here. Yeah, it's this. Alright, yeah, it's this track, so... They're not accelerating very much. Ooh, yeah, my car's moving way faster. And they don't accelerate much anyway. Oh man, jeez. Yeah, I'm gassed the fuck up. All the attempts of dealing with all those tries it took me to beat the Blowjob Brothers in that one race last time I played really paid off to get me that damn turbo. Ooh, that still feels pretty good. Oh yeah, I crushed them. Even with slamming into a wall like an idiot there. Yeah, I'm in pretty good shape right now, I think. Might not have to do too much upgrading this night, but we'll see. Rewards points. Money in the bank, baby. Okay. I want to check out the coffee shop. There's always a bit of fun gossip there. Or unfun gossip in the case of last night. Well, let's stop at Johnny's. Let's hope Johnny's there. You know, from Guilty Gear. Hey, Johnny! Sorry, you just missed me. My shift just ended. Here all day tomorrow, so drop by then. They'd come here just to see you. Oh, silly me. Of course not. Aw, she's crushed. Say over Makoto already? I mean, she wasn't in. That was uncalled for. Yeah, dude, what the fuck? Crying over him won't make things any better. I'm doing all I can to try and hold it together. I'm gonna head over to the drag races. My friends are waiting for me. Bye-bye. Come on, show. Oh, show a little tact. That dude nearly died. You're drowning your pain with speed. You'll end up going numb doing that. I stared out the window as I bowled over my thoughts. I saw my face reflected against the backdrop of city lights. Johnny's was absolutely packed tonight. Oh man, look at those NPC bottles. This game's gorgeous. As a pitch black coffee was placed before me, I noticed something. The hustle and bustle of the diner spilled through a crack in my mind. Even as I tried to block it all out. Hey guys, have you checked out this poster? For the Yokohama Grand Prix. It's gonna be so awesome. Huh? What's this wand tech here? Oh, that? I think they're sponsoring the event or something. Huh, never heard of them. Special tonight is the Yokohama GP. It's a hot item on the menu at the moment. So how's it been lately? Ever since the Yokohama GP got announced, team rivalries has really heated up. I wonder who's going to represent South Yokohama. Has to be Iki or Akira. What do you think? Sakuragi chose OGT's Tetsui Kawasaki or Freddy Roberts from Takashima VR got the North. Ooh, Freddie Roberts, foreigner? Yeah, they're a shoo-in. That's the word at Johnny's. The name OneTech sounds familiar. Technology company. There's some shady stuff. There's some hints of some shady stuff in the background in this game. I wonder if they're related to that. Oh, this guy wants to race. Let's go. What do the numbers look like? Oh wow, I'm crushing this guy. Nice buggy, dude. Poor Coral. Forgot how the turn works. It's been a minute. I get used to these tracks again, I think. Well, luckily, I'm just beefy enough to just crush some of these anyway. Also gotta work on, like, you know, braking, which brake to use, handbrake, regular brake, just letting off the accelerator, all that fun stuff. I forgot about the handicap bonus. What a funny feature. I don't think there's anything here. This thing has basically no parts at all. It's just a damn car. Just a regular ass car. I could get pink, but red's faster. It's not really faster. That's a joke. That's a good place to look at. Check the stadium. BLR show, evening. We're kind-hearted races, albeit unlucky with the ladies. Could shave down the middle there, or split up the unibrow might help. Thought we could beat some girls by hosting unofficial races, but reality can be cruel. You want to enter a race? I could give it a look. I don't know which of these I'm actually eligible for right now, though. Power must max. What's my max power right now? 251. Kind of in the middle of 200 and 300. I might not be good enough to actually do well against 300 PS, but I could give it a shot. Each night, the street divides its baby chicks into winners and losers. Now loading. Let's see if I can stand up to any of these guys. One of them, yes. The other, a little sus. Oh, wait. Whew. Now I'm getting an idea on how to drift a little. But not like that. This is going to be an overlap, so as long as I don't make big mistakes later on, or right now, should be able to handle it. Going to be a slight left and then a very sharp right. Here and perhaps not that sharp. I got this. Especially with this long straightaway, I can really beat them here. Gain a lead. Yeah. Next. Making those two turns in quick succession is a bit tough. Shit, that turbo really helps. That was completely incorrect. Not punished. Yeah. Alright, straighten out. That's a weird little turn to make. Shame, because I like pulling that high-speed drift, but I probably just slow down if I want to make both turns. Whoa. That was just too much. Really depends on like how long I hold the handbrake. How many laps is this? Like, seems like a really long distance. Guess we'll find out. Oof. Speaking of racing games, I've been getting the urge to play Burnout 3 again lately. Maybe I'll throw that up on stream sometime after I'm done with like God Hand. Or after I'm done with this, so I'm not just racing all week. That game's a classic. We truly are the lazy generation. Keep turning a little bit more than I want. I wonder if I can tweak something on my car to make it a little more reasonable how much I turn and drift and stuff. That time I understeered, so clearly it's just a practice thing. Still getting used to this game's handling model. Again, it is always a bit odd. I think that even if it's not quite the smoothest racing experience compared to like some of the best on this console or other consoles, it's good enough that it lets the rest of the game carry itself well, I think. Jesus fucking Christ, why is this so many laps? I'm gonna run out of gas before this race ends. Oof. At least hitting things doesn't fucking kill me. There's no way a real car would bounce anything like that off a guardrail. It's very funny, though. That's just me not really paying attention. The problem with winning too hard. That went well, at least. Oh, I was already going slower, so... We'll see how this works. Do I... Oh, wow. I crushed 200 in this car. Please. Could have taken a bit more. wonder if this game would be better with like a damage model. Like if you had to actually keep your car alive. That would be an interesting thing to RPG out. Having to handle repairs and the like. Kinda surprised it doesn't really. Where are my health potions? If you get a white mage in the party, you can do repairs on the fly. Something to think about for Racing Lagoon 2, Square. Or even Racing Lagoon Remake, with the obvious like graphical fidelity and budget of Final Fantasy VII Remake. And Rebirth, which I hear will have music, we learned recently. Yep, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will in fact have music. New tracks, even. Isn't that amazing, guys? They're putting music in the video game. Honestly, with those, like, cryptic, weird tweets about, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth that are all, like, being like, look, we have thing that's in video games. I really love the people that are theorizing that it's, like, that are looking at like the Japanese versions and putting together like the highlighted words into some sort of hidden message because that's just what Square does with their bullshit sometimes. Because like, our guy Nomura is not directing that game, but he is still the creative director of the Final Fantasy VII Remake entire project, if that makes sense. So like, it's very possible he's just on his bullshit again. We can't pretend he isn't. We can't assume he isn't, rather. I'll work on that. Once the game makes me, anyway. I think this must be the last one, considering the meter count. 10 laps, huh? A bit excessive, but... It is what it is. That turn's not too bad. This one. I'm guessing a lot of this turns is just about like controlling the speed I enter them and then pulling the drift. I'll have to take them a bit slower in general, but I can play it safe or go for it, depending on the feeling. It was my fastest lap, so a couple less wall hits is probably helpful. To watch that. Don't need to spend another like 8.5 minutes looking at that. 9 minutes, jeez. Carbon strut. Huh. Wonder what that is and if it's useful and how much it sells for. Alright. That's some wins taken up in unofficial races. Yeah, I want to see what that carbon strut does. And then I'm going to check out the wharf where all those guys were hanging. That's where I raced the Blowjob Brothers the other night. I wonder if I can try Chinatown again. Oh, Jesus Christ, I have a lot of fucking yen, huh? Over a mil. I want to check machine complete. So, definitely had a strut in there. Strut bar. Let's look at the carbon strut. It says, so these are the same concept, but perhaps this one's better? Slightly lighter. I'll switch it in. So far, my baby here is looking pretty sweet. My baby. I'm not actually a car guy. Please don't assume I'm a car guy. I'm not smart enough to be a car guy. Also, driving in real life scares me and I would rather not do it, but that's neither here nor there. Where else is worth stopping right now? Now we gotta look at the wharf, but do a bit of looking around too. It's funny how there's like trucks and buses on the road. It would be funny if you could race them. Now that I got this turbo, maybe I should try the drag races again. I mean, faster than before, after all. Maybe I could beat that one lady. The girls won't race us. What are we gonna do now? Thought the boss and Yui went way back. What's going on? Ain't we good enough for you? Came here to race, not for the chow mein. Tetsuji's taking the piss, sending these bozos instead of coming himself. Don't sweat it, Yui. We'll take care of him. That's right, we can handle him. Hey, it's Shell from Bay Lagoon. We're rolling out to North Yokohama in a few minutes, so we got time for one tourney. A couple of weirdos in the mix this time. You in? Sure. You got it. Enough talk. Let's rumble. Yeah, boy! Time to shine. The GT boys know how to bring it. Y'all are going down. Alright, time for the drag races. Got more speed than I had before, so let's hope I can nail this. I love this. What dream can be fulfilled within these back alley mazes? You know what other racing game I just thought about? Excitebots for Wii. Excite Truck and Excitebots. I never played Excite Truck myself, but I played Excitebots. Hold on, I gotta kind of focus here. These races are pretty tough. Don't have a lot of room. Obviously. But yeah, did any of you guys ever play Excitebots? Or Excite Truck 2? Like, that game actually sold copies compared to Excitebots, which Nintendo dropped with like zero publicity. It just was like a list of games that was coming out and it mentioned it. It never came to Europe either. But like, yeah, I can grab something. I don't know if any of this stuff's better than what I had. I always liked driving the spider robot, making it fucking banana yellow. That was my taste back then. The game's actually really fun. I want to play it again sometime. Maybe I'll bring it on stream. Even once I get Dolphin a little more stable. I probably need to get a sensor bar that doesn't require me to have my fucking Wii U plugged in all the time. That's more like it. Alright. Another win. It also reminds me, I don't hear many people talk about Excite Bike 64, because there's an N64 Excite Bike. Bosozoku style suspension. Vehicle height reduced to absolute minimum. A bumpy ride. New type of tire. Decal from some people I don't like. Sure, let's grab these new tires. At least put them in the collection. How does that compare to what I have now? A little less handling, a lot more grip. Sure, let's try it out. Racing games are a little sad because it feels like, oh, I'm racing against Yoko, cool. I feel like they're the kind of thing that a lot of times need big enough in budgets to make, because there's some level of graphical fidelity you make that nowadays they're all caught up in like a lot. They always get caught up in a bunch of like games as a service DLC stuff. Whoa, jeez, wow. He busted off the starting line. Ooh. Well, not that woo, but ooh. Oh, crap, shit. So a lot of them are either, like, very janky, like, sims that are, like, they get a lot lacking in terms of, like, physics models and stuff, but then features, online play stuff are lacking, or they're, like, whatever the hell EA's doing, where everything gets a bunch of DLC, a bunch of progression designed to force you into microtransactions. It's a pain. Other than that, that is just kind of low-budget stuff, which is not inherently bad, but this means that there's only so much they can do. 30. Let me check my item box. Okay. Yeah. I feel like the body weight reduction I had wasn't quite 30 before, so I'll grab that. Sorry, babe. Gained a little weight. Yeah, I was only on 20. And they let me stack these shits, so. I love how this is just like something you could do. You could just be like, yeah, my car weighs less now. That's how cars work, right? I don't know what that sound. What if the leader lady is gonna race me again and crush me in the ground? Magnificent work, show. We should have a rematch. Sure, why not? I feel like she's gonna beat me again because her car was way better than mine last time, but we could see. Last time, rather. Special round versus Yui Tachikawa. Maybe she's the super boss. She is kind of a stat check more than anything, since, again, you don't have much room to, like, race ahead on curves here. It's just about, like, getting speed on the straightaways to pull ahead at the beginning. Also, just notice how long this course is, dude. Weed, lol. Yeah, I'm still not there, huh? Or am I? Ooh, so close. Oh, look at the way she, like, skids things. Oh, well. I am getting... It is cool, gonna be cool to see me be able to overtake her eventually. And I didn't lose anything from that, luckily. See what she thinks. What's the matter? Is that supposed to impress me? Welcome to try again. We have plenty of ladies to entertain you, Junior. Oh, yeah, she's good. The boss? Looks like she's enjoying this. Heck's up with her. I had to eventually beat her. I think I'm going to need more acceleration for that, though. I forget how to actually get good acceleration. Probably just changing what I have in the vehicle. Generally smoother curve is what I want. Come on, girls. North Yokohama, a go-go! Yeah! Yeah! Party! Woo! Woo! Let's go! Woohoo! That's adorable. Y'all have fun now, ladies. See what else is going on around here tonight. Could stand to take a GS while I'm here. Accomplish some stuff. Bit of booming business. I think I'm gonna check out the wharf. That's probably like story progress since that's where those guys went. Which means in that case, maybe I'll check out the tune shop first. See if there's anything worth buying right now. If I can have a little more acceleration than Yui is done for, I'll need to But I need to kind of build it. Hey, Show. You better not hold back. Yeah, alright. Yeah, you mentioned that. Don't want to think about it too much right now. That's the shop Makoto tended to go to. Alright, yeah, let's check out the wharf. Now it's where I raced the Blowjob Brothers the other day. I should stop calling them that. But I won't! Oh, not down here. Ooh, looks like a lot. Back off, we're in the middle of an important meeting. This is between the Night Racers and Sakura Gicho GT. Those Grand Tourer guys are lousy at racing but filthy rich. They're just the kind of patsy we need. Ishikawa's are meeting with the Sakura Gicho Grand Tourers? Akira's head isn't in the right place to lead us, so Keisuke took over. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. Did get us some sweet new parts though. Though it felt dirty taking him. It's like taking hush money. Maybe, but I'm not turning down free swag. Now, when Makoto crashed, he just sat there laughing. You kidding me? That prick! Did he have something against Makoto? Nah, man. Come to think of it, he was searching for Makoto the day before that race. I think it was about some girl. The waitress at Johnny's? Yeah, that sounds right. I think he wanted to introduce himself to her. We've gotten off track. I came here to race. Shit, sorry. You'll have to come back later. Highway to North Yokohama just opened up. Why don't you practice there until you're ready to face us? Ooh, new area? More like until you're ready to face, but... Sure, let's take a look. How's that highway then? Graveyard Street. Anything going on at the graveyard? Hey, did you hear? Word on the street is that Sakura Gicho GT is out to gain total control of Yokohama. Give me a break. Those idiots couldn't control their own bowels. They're just fronting. Guy you need to be scared about in North Yoko is that Takashima Victory Road guy, Freddie Roberts. The chicken psycho. Oh yeah? So what's Akira from the Night Races been doing all this time? He's still out by the hospital. Wonder how he's going to handle the Yokohama GP. Whoa, are you Sho from BLR? If you're going to North Yokohama, watch out for Freddie Roberts of Takashima VR. His Japanese sucks, but when it comes to driving, he's fluent. So yeah, I guess he is a foreigner. In Chicken Race, you've got to calculate your every move. To put it another way, instead of driving with your ball, drive with your brains. Okay, that's enough rambling for now. We got a special challenge race tonight. Want to join us? No braking what? Better use drifting. Sure. The winner gets the reward. Sure, let's try racing without braking. Does that mean just does that mean just regular braking or also hand braking? Because I've been drifting with hand braking, but no braking? Your life is at stake here. Why would you do this? I'm losing it. That actually, why would you do this? You are actually an idiot for doing this. This rules. But yeah, I'm not sure if this includes hand brakes or not. I don't know. Said braking. This is a cool track. I like how it's got like more natural curves to it because like it's in a not quite in the city center. But yes, why would you do this? Also, I don't know what the rewards are, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm still thinking about the loading screen, just saying, why would you do this? Like, because, like, it's true, why would you do this? This tunnel's cool looking. I don't remember. Yeah. I'm the best at not slowing down. Except for when I slow down, because I fucking hit stuff like an idiot. Yeah, geez, getting that turbo early is real helpful. Oh, geez, good amount of money, too. Yeah, I'm gonna check out the tune shop and then head to North Yokohama, see if there's anything else cool to pick up. Alright. Fucking dot that is. Oh! Did not see that guy coming. Actually jump scared me a bit. On Main Street, right? Warrior Unknown. What a good just term to have. Warrior Unknown. Like Player Unknown. Remember when PUBG was the battle royale to beat? And then Epic Games was like, hey, you know what would be funny? And now, Default Dance? I guess? Okay, I can use my brake again. I'll have to remember that. If there's a new Jet Set Radio, it should have a Battle Royale mode. I don't know what that would entail, but it would be funny. Oh, excuse me. I've been yawning at this for an hour. I can't be yawning yet. This seems pretty bog standard. Except for the new chair. I don't think I've changed the chair in this, but I might not have an empty slot. Yeah, not with that, I mean, I could switch out the sticker, I guess. But I like having the sticker. Fine. One kilogram lighter, woohoo! It is really funny, like the concept of slots in this, that I'm required to take a decal off my car before I can put a sticker on the side, or before I can put a new chair in. I think that's pretty funny to think about. Why we don't always think about these things, I think. Bank. Here's Spencer. Neo Bay Area. Calling things Neo helps. It's just a good thing to be doing. It's a good habit to get into. See what the shop's looking like today. Main parts? I think that's new. What do I have in my car compared to this thing with 250 horsepower? Like, machine complete. This thing's only 185 on its own. Other stuff I have, 180 and 180 and 1. Only thing is that might be one of the ones that's like not actually able to be leveled or something. Wish I could tell just looking at it. Oh, I don't have enough money. Jesus Christ, that's expensive. Wow. Some things I can sell, like the old strut bar I had. Yeah. I can sell one of my old engines. This one couldn't level up as well, so Theoretically, I can just get rid of that. Alright, I do have enough for that engine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save first, because... Actually, I don't know if I have enough even with that, but I think I do. But I want to save first because I don't want to buy it. Because if I can't level it up, I don't think I want it. I'd rather have, because if you can't level it up, if it's one of those that like doesn't have any slots or anything, I don't want it. But I'm not sure if that's displayed in a Toon's shop or not. Because it doesn't say it has a level, and things without a display level when you have them can't be leveled up. But I'm not sure if that's, you know. Oh, I'm not sure if that's displayed in the shop or not. So. Nope. So yeah, let's take a look at that engine. Alright, now let's look. Yeah, no display level. Really don't think that's worth it, but let's see how different this looks. Yeah, I don't like that. Gonna quickly reset. Back to my old save, and keep an eye out. I feel like a lot of none of the engines there have been levelable. So I think if there's gonna be a better engine, it's gonna be from getting it from race rewards. So maybe north. I can travel to another area. Maybe they'll have a shop. North Yokohama. Gotta get on the highway though. Let's hit the highway. Guessing this is how I got on? Yeah, alright. Guessing North Yokohama means this way I have to go north, but that's just a guess. Yep, North Yokohama Junction. Alright. Time to hit a new area. We haven't done that yet. Ooh. Funky clavinet. Just before I left for North Yokohama. Heard the Queens were headed to the same place. I mean, of course I heard that. They, told me. But to race in chicken duels against Victory Road at the Takashima Wharf. Sounds dangerous. This is a nice looking place. Ooh. Man, the soundtrack. Look at them just driving in a circle like that. Like synchronized swimmers. Alright. Here we go. He's here. Yeah? We need to let you through. Yeah? I guess not. Yeah. Looks like I'm being bullied a bit. Moth to a flame. Go through? Alright. Looks like I'm going where I gotta go. Being shepherded here. And I'm surrounded now. Yeah? You're in for it now. Let's rip them apart. There's a trap? That the deal? Trap, huh? Soccer age. Do we small-time street racers even contribute anything to society? We're just out here frying our brains at full throttle speed. A lot of like pontificating on in this game about whether these guys are risking their lives and wasting their lives. Oh wow, complete straight line. Literally just have faster car. Well, sorry, bud. I held the X button and won. This is okay, that's pretty funny because it's literally a gear check, but in a racing game. Just like nothing you can do with drive. Uh-oh, I think I lost. Now what I'm gonna do with this Goomba. Boss! Why are you Italian? Can it? You and the rest of the room. Wow, jeez. Stop the quick text. But why is he Italian? What are you doing being Italian? Who said that was allowed? This Goomba. Alright, well. Now, why don't you tell us who you are? Show when I raced for Bay Lagoon. Now it's your turn. I'm the head honcho of the Grand Tours, Tetsuji Kawasaki. You ain't too shabby, kid. Take this too, a gift from me. Oh, and tell Iki I said hi. New muffler, huh? Funny muffler. Boo-boo keys. Snake. I mean, I'll stop getting hounded by the fucking mafia. Guess I should look at my new funny muffler. Stats unknown. It does slightly smooth out my acceleration curve, but at the cost of a bit less speed. Or a bit less power, rather. That one's way less power, I don't want that. Sure, let's try some stats unknown muffling right here. Normal thing. Love having parts where I don't know what they do. Alright, so we're in North Yokohama now. Let's give it a look around. Let's see if there's a gas station around here. I'm guessing there's one in each area. Only would be reasonable. Let's set the zero on. If you want to race with the sharks, be my guest. But we've got a rule tonight. Nothing over 80 horsepower. Come on, let's party. Nah, none of that, sorry. I'm too busy in Catholic beast mode over here. Oh, here's that gas station I was looking for. Come on over to the pump. Never hurts to GS. She's not wrong. Got the yawnies a bit tonight. Because they actually went out and did something today. Let's see what's going on around here. There's probably new courses to try out, so... New fights to get in. New opponents to find out about. New parts to take. Street. What's that? Ooh, yeah. They're getting way more powerful. They must have a strong engine if their car's that heavy and their power rate ratio is still pretty solid. It's not quite as much power as I have. Ooh, wow. Yeah, but I still have a turbo, so eat shit, perhaps? Jacques Mamite, perhaps? Wow, real wide street, too. Got a lot of room to drift. Kind of weird to navigate, actually. Just something to get used to, though. Demolished. Horsepower is below mine, but still pretty solid. And they don't have a turbo. Maybe their engine itself is better. Doesn't have a level. Oh, it's got slots though. 230 horsepower on its own. I'll give it a shot. I have this and then... Ooh, yeah, this is better. I only have room for one more thing right now. My acceleration curve is fucked though, jeez. That helps some. I haven't been needing to worry about acceleration that much. Some of these races anyway, so sure. We'll get some more slots as I upgrade this thing. I think I've got a pretty good new engine. $16, huh? One tech building, alright. Curious about that. Tall building, geesh. One tech. An auto parts manufacturer that showed up out of the blue one day. Apparently, they're also the sponsor of the Yokohama GP. The Grand Prix of our dreams. You need a mountain of moolah to bring it to life. And an army of accountants and marketers to balance the books and bring in the cash. Probably what it takes to bring a dream to life. Alright. Learning a bit more. No name park, huh? Well, perhaps it's Naname. No. I didn't know about this park. The place looks empty. And people tend to not go to the park at night. Not much room to turn around here, huh? What's here? Was this on a test track? Dirt course, wow. Oops. Encountered. Let's put this new stuff to the test. Oh. Big diff in power here. Infield on-road. Ooh. Quite the course here. For a random encounter. Still getting used to the roads here. Ooh. I want to practice that course a bit more. Really, will get me used to some sharper turns. Not sure if we'll get anything worth having from this guy, but I could look around a bit. What's this? A luxury nav system. Haven't had one of these on in a while. They're pretty heavy as the thing, so. Another engine, way less powerful though. I'll just keep building reward points for now. Yeah, let's check out this dirt course. What's going on here? Tough luck. This track is still getting set up. Try again tomorrow. Alright. Something to look forward to then. ICU Street. Or Ikkyo Street, perhaps. Heiyaki. Museum Street. What's this little? Car Shop Million. Another shop, huh? The only tune shop in North Yokohama. But don't knock it, you're bound to find that one part you've been looking for here. Alright, so a new shop to look at. That's good. So what she got here? New engines. I think that's just the one I won. Glad I didn't buy it here. I'm gonna switch bodies if I really want to, but I'm not super interested in doing that. Mine's fine, you know? What's in the parts shop here? Drag racing. Already have that. Huh. Oh, I could get weight up. I could just add 100 kilograms to my car if I wanted. There's probably a use for that. Drag tires, semi-slick. Rally tires for dirt roads. Sporty suspension. Pretty expensive, but I might need these to do that dirt track, so I'll pick them up now. Kind of looking for something, for kind of looking for a low RPM muffler for the sake of more acceleration, but not worry about it right now. Plus 11 power at high RPM, plus a higher rev for drag racing, huh? World flow is that? I wonder if that's better than what I have. It's not very expensive. That, on the other hand, is pretty expensive, but you have some pretty good money right now. I'll put on some stuff. The drag racing one might come in depending on exactly what I need to be doing. If again, another one of those like straight tracks and it actually gets hard. But I don't think I'm going to actually install anything I have yet, especially since I need to level up this engine. Yeah. Have you seen that hot American guy who hangs around the pickup chicane? Ooh, let's check him out. I'll be giving away my brand new G-Effect diffuser. Saucy! I want a man to steal my heart away at 200 kilometers an hour. I've got a present too, a rusty Doskoi. I want a man to ride straight into my arms. Let's go, girl. What did I say the name of that place was? Shit, I can't remember. Dumb as shit. There's a street. There's a street name you mentioned, I believe. This dude's car is fucking orange. Yeah, it looks like the random encounters around here are stronger. Glad I'm still leveling up too. Ooh. Interesting to see this change of scenery here. Very different streets than anything in South Yokohama. Or Yokohama Bay, was it? In my previous haunt, anyway. So, yeah, fun to get used to the new streets here. It's a good reason to get into some random encounters. Plus to, again, level up that engine. Ooh, there's turbos around here. Small turbo. Probably not as good as Suicide, but... Baby Gang. It's cheap. I'll pick it up and I'll compare. Wait, is that stronger than Suicide? Hold on. Won't you look at that? It is, wow. Feels like you need these sorts of things to ride around here. I don't let you turn onto that. 16. The Yokohama Street. It's up around here. Might see a name I recognize if I take some of these outer streets. West Hook Street. Circle there. West Hook is out this way. Now let's get into some fights too. Which one did I actually... Did I end up with the silver one or the green one? Because I was flashing my lights to the silver one, but then the green one had its lights flash. The silver one. Should be able to stomp this guy. Shit. Alright, I'm getting some acceleration now. West Hook Street sounds like it'd be in New York City? Yeah, perhaps. Not quite as smooth as I wanted it, but... Like Red Hook? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Jeez, I'm flying now. Level up, nice. Anything here I might actually want? Aluminum under panel. That's new. Don't think so, though. I have another slot on my engine now, so... Add another part to it, probably. Yeah. Lots of fun things here. Jeesh. Zoomer, zooming. Zoomer. Base cringe, onions cringe. I want to check out this area, bit past West Hook. Yokohama Station. Train station here. Where's this lead? I think I had one too many. Hey, you in the car. Room. Let's get a race of booze. I think you might want to lift home. Ugh, what are you mumbling about? Just follow my direction to drive. Might be able to make a little scratch if I get this guy home. But if I screw it up, my back ski will get reupholstered with a barf cocktail. Give me a lift. Sure, why not? Let's take this dude home. Drop me off under the bridge on Kayake Street. I don't know where the fuck that is. Oh shit, I'm timed. I think I passed the Kayake Street? Look. Street racing taxi? He took my money and he took my money and then I got in a race. Whoops. I wonder if he'll still be in here after the race. Probably not. He's dead. If you were going to throw up before, you definitely are now, buddy. Alright, well, that's something I can probably make some money doing. Once I learn the layout of the streets, which I do not fucking know right now. Hey, come on over, have some fun with Crazy Taxi! Oh, jeez. Wow, I fucked that up big time. Luckily my car is still just fucking juiced, so it's fine. Oh yeah, so I guess when you're taxiing people you have to avoid random encounters, which is really funny. This is a funny ass game. I really need here. We have oh, that's something to use with what I have, so might as well yoink that. So is this drunk dude done for? I don't want to deal with him anymore. See? Yeah, okay, so that's that minigame failed. Maybe I should look for where Kayaki Street actually is, because I don't fucking know my way around here yet. Here? No. No, that's Ko Street. This is Kayaki Street, so... Cherry Street. Kayaki Street, that means he wanted to be here, okay. For next time, then. I'm getting a couple more races. Keep leveling this engine. Oh, this guy's dead. Wow. Half tempted to fish for extra reward points with the with a handicap start. It depends on what track I'm on, though. I think I've done this one. I'll give him a 2-second head start. May have been a mistake, because I forgot how this track works. Just kidding, I'm fine, because I'm busted. Give me that extra RP. 2 seconds is going to give me a ton anyway, but yeah. It's a bit extra though. Nothing you need from me. Ooh, bag of money. You can just take your fucking money. Cool. Yeah, I think yeah, GDQ was, I guess, taking its time. Like you said, I think, was it you who told me that there's basically one guy doing it? So I guess they can only do so much at once. Maybe they're just uploading a really big one. Some long ass run. Not touching. Alright. Stuff on. Hey, no cutting in line. Guess I gotta wait, huh? These winding corners are a nightly gathering for lonely hearts looking for love. Just don't expect your date to call you the next day. Ooh. The impeccable tuning and technique to stand out here. Oh, so it's the idea you... Next run the schedule's Twilight Princess and it's 3 hours? Yeah, maybe. A lot of peacocks coming to strut their stuff. Guess the idea is you, like, drift through these corn... Wait, that's CVC 1600. Ked's out. Show, what's up? Ked... He's trying to impress a girl, but he can't fucking drive this thing. Poor guy. Show, what's up? That was some top-notch driving. That was a compliment. I didn't say anything. This your first time here? Guess I'll show you the ropes. I've been down this road a few times, know what I mean? Way to a woman's heart is by getting those tight curved corners. Did you drive all this way to get your rocks off? He just fucking leaves! Never seen so many smoking hot babes. Here I go. I'll take out the pickup. Sure. A little fun every now and then never hurt. Sorry, Samurai. I hear the Asian honeys calling for me. Ikuze! Oh, this is that American guy, I guess. Freddy. Oh, it's Freddy. Take my heart. He's just lining them all up, huh? He must be the leader of Takashima VR, but what's he doing in a place like this? Trying to get laid, obviously. The game testing your skills driving in the overworld here is pretty funny. Alright. Oh my god, out of the way, he's mine! So that's your type. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Sayonara, Akasaki-san. Well, that was funny. This is a funny game. Alright. The dirt track is not open till tomorrow, so... But there literally being, like, cars driving around it. I just did that. Right. Meant to turn around anyway. Thank you, cutscene, for doing that for me. What's over here, then? Queen's Aquas. Alright, this looks like an actual story event. This must be maybe it's one of the girls where they're hanging out. The ones we were drag racing in Chinatown, I mean. And a 1, and a 2, and a oof. And a 1, and a 2, oof. Oh, it's Yuka, cool. Been shopping? Ooh, great timing. Give me a hand with this, it's so heavy. Nah, I'm busy. Show you, dick. Typical. So what's in the bag? Books, of course. Books? Don't you want to know what kinds of books your favorite girl is into? I'm not a book guy. I barely know my way around them. Check it out. They're all automotive books. Maybe we could study together? You know, like driving theory and tuning stuff. Why do we need... Oh my god, Sho is so bad at this, or is just completely uninterested in women, one or the other. Just that But I don't know, why do we need to? That's just like... I'm sorry, Yuka, it's not you, it's the Tism. Can't cut it as a racer. Oh. No, I'm not Yokohama GP material, so I'm gonna do something that I've wanted to for a while now. And that is... Can't you say you were busy? Relax, I'll tell you later. Now go on, Mr. Busy Bee, back to your important business. Right. Everyone's doing what they can to move on and return to normal. Was I the only one deeply affected by Makoto's crash? No, I think we've been kind of over that everyone was, like literally everyone. Just, you do what you can. Or am I the only one taking it even the least bit seriously? Oh, come on, dude. No, I'm just being an asshole. Oh, well, there's the self-awareness. Good on you, Sho. Whoa, a shooting star. Sho, quick, make a wish, make a wish. I was not expecting that. No, I'm just being an asshole. Good for him. What else can I do around here? I wonder what a race on Cherry Street looks like. Yeah, I just fumbled a pit mechanic Aerith Gainbro. Gee, I hope she's not Aerith. I'd like her to live through this game. Landmark Street, huh? She's got the same haircut? You're not wrong. Now, to be perfectly fair, as long as we're making those comparisons, I think Cloud would have fumbled just as hard. Good old Squaresoft and their emotionally stunted leading men. What would we do without you? It's absolutely true, and why we love Human Question Mark for it. Yeah. Honestly, makes it kind of amazing that Squall pulls it off. Well, I guess that's kind of the entire point of his story. Oh, I have all this engine stuff, and do I need more? I'm not worried about suspension right now. Really? I guess saying Squaresoft. See, the reason so many Square protagonists are so hard at like expressing their feelings is because they gave all that is because Sora kind of sucked all the ability to do that out of them. He feels really hard for everyone else. Honestly, a lot of those classic Square guys could stand to meet Sora. I mean, Chunk Fun did. But still. This is a weird little street to race on. Narrow, windy. Oh. It's not just the guys, there's Terra. True. Maybe even Lightning as well. Though I haven't played 13, wouldn't know for sure. Well, even if your car is fucked up to hell, you can still just screw up the race and lose. Oh, that's what the view switch looks like. Let's hope I don't lose anything too good. Okay, I didn't lose anything for that. Let's look at Landmark Tower. Looks like a landmark. The city hurtles its way into the future. With as many citizens as there are stars in the sky. Landmark Tower. It's North Yokohama's biggest slab of concrete. This building is a magnet for street racers. It's another... Yeah. That's Terra for you. Just like, surely it's just me being weird, right? What is your car? Landmark Street again, though, so I better not screw up the navigation here. Tricky place to handle at high speed. Actually, now that I'm thinking a bit about GDQ again, I wonder if anyone like speedruns this game. I mean, it's a racing game and an RPG. Two things that people run. Who knows? It depends on how much grinding it actually takes and. Also, how reasonable it is to avoid half these encounters. What am I actually looking to do here? I explored the new area. I want to kind of do that a bit. Yokohama Street, but what's my goal right now beyond that? No, not a bad time to GS, I suppose. But. Alright, those guys at the wharf wanted me to come back later, so maybe I had to do like some story events here. I can go check back in the other part of Yokohama. I think there's also some guys here, maybe? I should look for. Okay. What street this put me on? Street. Ooh, that's a pretty strong opponent. He's in terms of engine power. Pretty heavy though, so power weight ratio is still in my favor more, but plus that's like a 4-wheel drive. Yeah, I'm still kind of demolishing them. Now it's a straight shot to victory. Jeez. Let's see if this brick shithouse is anything for me. Probably not. Not driving a very similar car. Ooh, new engine upgrade. Can shove something else on it. Low mid RPM muffler. I could maybe use that, but I don't know. My acceleration's pretty good now. That's actually a really fucking strong engine. Holy shit. It's got 4 slots to start with? I just have to grab this. This engine is 230. That one was 280. Look at that. Let's see what I can put on it. Gotta start with the turbo stuff. Baby Gang. Baby Gang was actually better. Jeez! Good lord. Still got 2 more slots, too. Ag racing, beat high RPM. That 4%. Mufflers. Blow her up, why not? Yeah, Baby Gang, that's what it's called. I mean, the other one's called Suicide. I think turbo names are funny. Oof. That's exciting. My weight is way different now. Oh, but so is my power. I think that engine's just gotta be way heavier is the thing. Yeah, 35 kilograms versus 27. Still. Might as well try out this build, see how things feel. Alright. Go to another spot or two. I think someone mentioned a wharf here too, so I should check that out before I leave. I could be wrong though, that on that place down there could be something else entirely, but... Oh, no. Oh, no, that's the park. Oh, Kenzo's here. Check him out. See how he's feeling. This place is totally empty. It's kind of nice to relax here. I don't really do crowds. I tend to get pushed around to them. What is everyone always in such a damn rush for, anyway? That sign says, watch out for perverts, you see that? Come on, man, I'm trying to have a moment here. The Yokohama GP, I never would have dreamed of it. What I'd give to stand on that podium. When I was a kid, I spent all my time watching F1 races. I'd stand on a box of oranges and pretend I'd won Grand Prix. Instead of champagne, I'd shake up a bottle of soda and spray it everywhere. My mom hated it when I did that. Man, do I miss those days. As a kid, I was dead set on becoming a pro F1 driver. Looked up to all the greats from that era. Isn't that cute? I'd try to copy Aurelius and Bernhardt's moves while riding my dinky bike. You're more of an Aurelius, aren't you? Myself, I'm probably more of a... Okay, time to come back down to earth. A guy can dream, can't he? Didn't you have big dreams when you were a kid? I forgot about those dreams long ago. I've lost them in the hustle and bustle of city life. I'm staying in my lane. Not stirring up trouble. Dude, you're street racing. Not chasing any danger. You're street racing! You see, Sho had dreams, but then he watched him drive, and... You know. Here's the wharf. Alright. Takashima Wharf. There's something going on here, but I want to do like a random race with my current engine now. I don't actually know this... Oh, the weight of that thing could... Guess we'll see. My power-weight ratio looks like right now. And yeah, now I'm still good as hell. I think better than about the same or better than what I was. Let's see how this engine performs though. Whoa! That thing leaped off the starting line. Sounds weird too. Wait, kind of lurch forward was really weird. Got a long straightaway. Let's see what this can do now. Alright, well. Seems pretty good so far. This new area had a lot of good new parts. It's like when you get to the next dungeon and everything starts dropping good gear. Or the new area on the overworld, rather. What's this? Port polish. Take an exhaust port, smoothed and enlarged for greater efficiency. I mean, it's cheap, so sure. Don't think I have room for it right now. I need to level up the engine again first. Alright, let's take this monstrosity to what seems to be the plot. Oops, not here. Get Warfin. I probably should have saved first. I think the game lets you retry after chicken race. No diving at this pool. Wait for the last possible moment to deploy the brakes. Bare your heart, show me your wild and untamed passion. This is scary. So we're just like trying to... Ugh. Why would I do this? No, I'm just watching. We're at the Takashima Wharf on a dead-end road that ends in the ocean. What kind of race is even possible here? This is a contest of guts. Go home with your two chicken shit. Blast off towards the ocean and try to stop close to the edge. You gotta go full throttle and hit the brakes just once. You don't let any spineless losers into Victory Road. Be prepared to go swimming. Oh shit! Yeah, that dude's dead. Oh boy, time to die. What do you mean Freddy isn't here? We had a deal. I don't believe you understood the terms of our deal. For I believe we were supposed to be graced by the presence of a Miss Yui Tachikawa. So do you guys wait here? I'm sorry, the way just like floats up in the middle. So do you guys race here or not? Show this fucking guy. You stay out of this. Of course we race. Pay no mind to the shrieking of this harpy. Excuse me, you piece of... This is turning into a mess. Sure. I'm just here to race. Sure, time to die. You're allowed to fall into the water, but if you do, you're a capital L loser. Cool and hot guys embrace danger. So, there's a diagram to know how far this is. Okay, I stopped way early. I was not really sure how far this would go. It'd be funny if I won anyway, because the dude just went off the edge, but no luck for me. Oh, I lost my suspension. Guess I'll need a new one. Honestly, I don't want to start digging into that challenge. Too nerve-wracking for me. Not enough drifting. Listen up, we're leaving this dump. Alright. Looks like no one got what they wanted tonight. I'll be back, and I don't plan to lose ever again. Alright, Yoko. Was that part, like, actually taken from my engine or just my stash? I mean, I guess it would have to be from my engine. Or from my setting. Game wouldn't have been complete without a chicken minigame. Fair. Alright, so what can I put on here then? Do I have any more suspension hiding away, or do I just gotta shove some? There's different brakes. I could change that, I guess, but I don't even know what the suspension was doing in this game. Alright, so what else am I gonna want to be doing tonight? That guy seems looking for a fight. Do you talk to Yuka? already looked at Landmark Tower. I wonder if it's worth going. I wonder if I should go back for now. Alright, these are still other areas. Alright, so 21st century. I think that means where I want to be going is this way then. Get back to the first area. I wonder if you can get into races on the highway. That'd be kind of neat. Doesn't look like there was anyone raceable there. If I'm done for the night, I should head back to Bay Lagoon Wharf. Alright. That's where the night always begins, and it's where it always ends. What a drama queen. Oh, okay. That turning works, I guess. Got my bud. KOG here. Quick GS for good luck. Alright. I know where the wharf is, but I want to check here if this becomes actually available once I did some other stuff, or if I still just have to, or if it's still just a no-go. What are these dudes hanging around here we're doing? That Hanoko Wharf. There's less dudes around here. Less cars parked anyway. Makoto, you watching? This is what you wanted, right? Oh, here's Akira. Won't stop racing. Everything you dreamed of, I'll make it happen. Crazy style and those wild moves, I'll make the world remember them. Yo, Akira, there's so much more to taking corners than you know, man. Oh yeah? Let's hear it. I'm telling you, I've got the secret. Call it the 3 H's. 3 H's? Yeah, dude, the 3 H's. Hey-ah! Hoo-ah! Yahoo! Feel the energy within you. What a guy. Pretty tight, huh? Now let's boogie. We got a race tonight. Freaking legend. Yeah, I guess that's a flashback. So that was worth looking for. Yeah, let's go to the wharf. Like you said, where everything begins and ends. Well, the other wharf. That's a wharf too. There's a lot of wharfs. I guess that's because it's all around a big bay. Just out here wharfing it up. Wharf is a fun word. Bay Lagoon Wharf. North Yokohama. I bet some real fast jackals are lying in wait out there, but most of them are still hiding in their dens tonight. I think I'll park it. Time to call it a night. Kill the engine. Alright, so tonight doesn't end with a big race, it seems, unless I get jump scared here. Warrior meets warrior. Sound like Soul Calibur announcer here. Two warriors. With a warrior desires a gear shift, and a gear shift desires a soul. I'm running out of time. I gotta make it to the Yokohama GP. Liki's so far ahead of us, I'll never catch up to him. Come on, 7, get me there, to the unseen land that lies beyond speed. I'm begging you, partner. I'll get out and push you if I have to. Faster, I need to go faster. Night is completed. Yeah, that's a pretty chill night, I guess. We're building up to the GP, so I guess it's why there's no big contest to finish on. In that case, I can go forward a bit more. I wonder how many nights are in the game anyway. I feel like I'm not super far, but still definitely a lot of plot to go. 5th night. Odds against. I have a recurring dream. I find myself at the murky depths of the ocean floor. In that darkness, I find a glimmering fragment of a star. Why does this make me think of all those scenes and all those like videos and the intros of Kingdom Hearts games? Sora ends up in the ocean. Then I'm at peace, wrapped in the gentle embrace of the waves. Lights flicker across my eyes, coaxing me back to the waking world. Then I hear a voice. It calls my name. My eyes slowly open under the deep ocean, being released from a deep unconscious sleep. Felt this over and over. Been having these weird thoughts lately. Is any of this for real or not? But in reality, it was the sound of my ringtone that snapped me out of it. Kenzo sounded super freaked out. Says he's worried about Kyoji. Oh no. Something happened last night. Another accident? According to Shinsuke, Kyoji had a clandestine meeting with Keisuke at Homunku Wharf. Kenzo seems to feel some kind of kinship with Shinsuke, probably since they're both a little slow. Can we trust him? I don't have a good read on him yet. I can't connect the dots between Kyoji and Keisuke. Why the meeting? Why the secrecy? I hope it isn't. Showtime! Can't forget about that dumb catchphrase. If Keisuke had something to offer Kyoji, what was it? This music's really good. What could be worth dealing with him? Was he tricked? Forced? Coerced? I can't believe this shit. Kyoji's smarter than this. Guess that means he's desperate. In any case, Kyoji and I have a race tonight. A race that's going to end in tears and heartbreak. Both of us. Guessing this is to choose who represents the team in the GP. It's a special night in North Yokohama. Tonight we decide who we're sending to the Yokohama GP. Yep. Look at these shots. I like how they make the city look. There's a lot on the line. Whether this, even though it's a diorama, they can give it like good perspective like this. I'm gonna get to know these streets real well. Since these are the new courses, so these roads will be the stage for my victory. Gotta grab the chance while it dangles before me. On these hot driving streets. God, I'm never ready for the keywords. I'm still an outsider, but soon they'll cheer my name. Right. Here we are on the hot driving streets. I got some stuff to take care of first, so I'll catch you later. Peace! What do you have to take care of, kiddo? Our deciding race is at the Takashima Wharf. I should stay in North Yokohama until it's time for the showdown. If I have business back home, I should be quick about it. Okay, so, I can travel around and I can get in random encounters immediately. But Takashima Wharf is where it happens, where the magic happens. You can really start juicing your car in this, huh? Oop, wow. That turned way more than I expected it to there. So my top speed's a little lower than I thought. Perhaps it's just, like, I think, like, because I moved a few things around, but... That's a pretty beefy engine too, yeesh. But I think mine's still good enough and it's got way more slots for extra stuff, so. Speaking of which, there was a level up, so that should mean I got another slot. Oh, no, wow. Didn't get another slot there. Interesting. Main thing I want to do right now is, apparently, I remember they mentioned that dirt track was supposed to be open today. I want to look at that. And I already picked up the rally tires, so I'll have to put them on, but I'm in West Hook now. I believe the dirt track was down this way. Not like that way, I don't think. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I have to go this way, I think. Yeah, there it is. Let's take a look at this. You there, ever want to get on some dirty action? And come race on our rally course. Enjoy a muddy off-road race right here in the city. Are you trying to keep your car clean? Well, then we don't want you. Let's get dirty. We're gonna get in some hot, dirty action tonight. Only thing I can enter is FF Cup, because that's the kind of car I'm driving. But... oops. What I need right here... Racing Slick, I need this. These babies. Rally tires. Oh? Oh, FF check the only. Wait, which kind of I again? I must have misremembered. Type 86 is... oh, that's FR, okay. So I can do the FR one. Yeah, because I had front and rear. Yeah. Let's see how this feels. I'm curious about dirt. What's wrong? Countless men have been hypnotized by the lights of Yokohama. Have they taken your breath away as well? Here's the dirt course, huh? Well, Simpson, looks like we've got a good old-fashioned Sega Rally Championship. Whoa, this is probably even weirder feeling than the regular. Oh, jeez, you fucking slide, wow. Ooh. Yeah, this is a feeling, all right. So miss right there. Yeah, this feels fucking weird. Maybe I should just play Sega Rally. Jesus Christ. Good Lord. Get me out of here. Maybe I'll give it one more try, see if I can get a little handle on the handling, but yeah, geez, that feels fucking weird. Actual nightmare course. Guess there's a reason this game's about street racing. But yeah, it's not like I'm not fast enough, it's just I cannot fucking navigate this. Get a dirt course. Yeah, there's probably some other things like suspension. That probably helps some. Makes it a less fucked up ride. I'm at least sort of in range of the other races this time. That's an improvement. Oh, it was. An adaptation of the Odyssey where everyone was a talking dog, where Odysseus was a talking dog, but everything else was the same. Yeah, I think that's called Homestuck. What does that mean? Don't worry about it. Explain? No. Well, that was a step up, but... Beck didn't really talk, so no. There are at least two different characters that could be considered talking dogs, so... Okay, let's get my regular tires back on so I don't have to think about that anymore. I was enjoying these. I wonder what happens if you try and race on dirt without rally tires. It's probably terrible. Boys, stop. Yeah, that I think it was like a type of brake called Boys Stop. Bolt me when a bunch of dogs jump on me. Do you have any suspension? I want to steal that so that see if I have a better chance on. No, you don't have jack shit on your chassis. What the hell? Weeb. All right. I checked out the dirt track. We'll sniff around here a bit more, see if there's anything worth looking at. But I kind of want to just. I wonder if I can just beeline to that next race, or if I even should. But whatever I do, I'll save first, and then see if I need some serious upgrading to handle it. I wonder if the cutscene there will be different. Suppose it's worth a look. Never hurts the GS. Okay, so I might want to check and see if there's any just different cutscenes hanging around here. There's a bunch of cars parked here, actually. Something going on? Looks like it. What's going on here? What's old Orangey doing? Is that Keisuke? You're trying to keep a low profile. Usually he drives like a total show-off. Looks like he was meeting with the Grand Tours. What's going on here? Whoop. I didn't even see the car that challenged me. And the way you get in like random races in this game, it's like Pokemon, except instead of his trainer standing in specific spots, they were just sprinting full screen around the entire map and just slammed into you sometimes to start a fight. Sort of like real life, really. Well, that was bad. Luckily it's just a straight line now, and I am just faster. You know, the next F-Zero game should be like this, if they ever make another one. Like all of this entire thing, except your Captain Falcon, and your cars are hovering and the streets are fucked up sky streets. With loops and shit. I think that would be funny. It's a big if, I mean, it's not really, it's just not happening. Which I guess is a big if, but it's not, so. So what's going on? I say, hey, yeah, what's going on? Think the market could be right for at some point, and Nintendo managed to make fucking Metroid a fucking 2D Metroid game a million seller in 2022 or whatever year it was. I think they can do whatever they want. Not that Metroid's bad. It's just like frequently didn't sell as much as it got acclaimed. Dark Souls is somehow a huge hit. Ugh. You don't even know that game is like, how did that series get critically acclaimed? It's fucking Super Kingsfield Turbo. Which, I mean, doesn't make it bad, but it makes it fucking jank and weird and whatever. Nice of you to show up, Yui. Sad that we hardly ever race together like we used to. Hey, Tetsu? Ooh, they got a past? Ain't that the truth? Times have changed since the old days. Look at this dude's hair. Dude's got a profile and a half. I do get nostalgic for them. But those times are over. If you're fixing for a race, it'll have to be as rivals. What are you staring at, Shell? Are you jonesing for a race? Sure. I'll need all the practice I can get tonight. I'm in. Doesn't matter none to me. Right then, let's go. Wonder if I can actually stand up to Yui this time. Third time's the charm, perhaps? I wonder which track we're doing. Oh no, we're going against Kawasaki here. What is that thing in your car, sir? I don't know, but... Whoa! Good lord, my man! So that is... Whoa. It doesn't let me skip this replay. Still got it, Tetsu. Hooah, reminds me of the old days. I'd ride into battle and you'd be there waving my flag. Oh please, enough with that. And I think a bigger issue is that such a game would probably be expected to have online play that supports a lot of players, and Nintendo doing that bad forever all the time. And I lost my brake pads for that. Well, that was funny, but... Guess it was worth it to learn a bit about their past, though. Maybe I can scumfuck some brake pads off of this loser. Ooh. I might be fucked. Oh, what the hell is that? Just kidding, I still win somehow. Put F-Zero X on Switch Online. Yeah, that, at least they're diligent about re-releasing that one. It's always a fun time. I don't know that they never bother digging out the expansion kit content though. It's not like it requires much translation, except unless there's like guides in the track editor that do. Hey, I just lost these. I need some. Thanks. And so the circle of brake pads goes on. I mean, I think Nintendo would rather not acknowledge the 64 DD. They make joke like every other particularly quirky game they make has a joke about the Virtual Boy. I think they don't care that much. Like, yeah, they don't re-release Virtual Boy games, but that's because they're hazardous to your health. I think they can make an exception for that reason. It's more like there's just so little on the N64 DD worth bringing back anyway. Like there's the F-Zero X expansion kit, and then what? Mario Artist stuff? I guess? The library's pretty lacking. Yeah, some idea of, I believe. I think Master Quest was like planned for the disk drive or whatever as an expansion, or maybe even like some of the stuff that led to Majora's Mask. I don't know, but whatever, they were something involving the follow-ups. Was there a release on this? Actually, the game might have come out on it. I don't fucking know. Damn, those whips are tight. Oh, sorry, damn. Hot shots Iki and Akira from South Yoko. Whoa, you see that? The way Akira poked around that corner? That was Makoto's move. These street races are nuts. Yokohama GP is gonna be off the hook! Scope out the competition a bit, I guess. I'm gonna check out my machine complete, see if there's any tweaks I can make. Yeah, it wasn't released. All right. Okay, that's the thing. That's giving me a huge boost, so nothing I can really replace it with right now. Honestly, the Turbo CD in particular had at least when you go look into Japan at the PC Engine CD, that had a pretty solid library, and that's kind of what led Sega to think the Sega CD might be a good idea in the first place. Had a solid amount of games, mostly because I think Japanese developers a lot of them didn't go as hard into the whole full motion video thing. So a lot of the games on the Turbo CD that are really good are basically just good games, but now they have CD music. Maybe some voice acted scenes or something. You know, like Rondo of Blood. That's just a Castlevania game, except the music is CD. And it's just a good ass Castlevania game, that's why it's good. Or like some shoot 'em ups that just have some like crazy hard rock soundtracks and stuff. That's sort of fun thing. Tokyo Memo, yeah, that's definitely a thing that took advantage of it. That ended up on like everything with the CD drive, and at least one thing without. Man, I hope one of the CD versions gets translated one day. Like, the Super Nintendo translation, Super Famicom rather, is obviously a very impressive piece of work, but it is still missing something. Also, I don't want to... Also, something Super Nintendo music. Though it is a Konami game, so... Those on Super Nintendo tend to sound better than a lot of things in the system. There are multiple Game Boy Tokyo Memos. Yeah, makes sense. Right, yeah, there were Game Boy Sakura Wars games, too. I think after this game, maybe my next long playthrough will be a playthrough of the translated version of the first Sakura Wars. I think that could be fun. Oh, sorry. Sorry, officer. Took a wrong turn. Let's see what the wharf is like here. Tonight's race here will decide who goes to the Yokohama GP. What should I do? Race with Victory Road GP deciding race? What does this mean? I guess this just means I can throw down against the Victory Road guys. It's for fun, so... give them a challenge. Let's see how they feel. Are you Sho from BLR, or you guys are hiding your deciding match tonight? Give it all you got. I'll be watching from the sidelines. We're having our own GP decider tomorrow, so we're down to practice with you. Game Boy D-Make to practice pixel art? That could be fun. Want to test your skills before your match? The boss is here tonight. Now that was an animation. Whew. Nuh-uh. Dame. Holy shit, it's Dame guy! I didn't agree to this. Not interested. Bye, yo. Alright, Freddy. Ah, geez, he bounced. Well, maybe he'll come back if he beat the rest of us. You up for it? Let's ride. I like how they keep showing his... they keep showing his just... Oh god, these are chicken races. Why am I doing this? I was hoping it was literally anything else. God, is the decider a chicken race? That'll suck. The game lowers my self-esteem when I play it. I think it does that to a lot of people, including the entire cast. So, time to figure out how to do this without dying or losing. Come on, come on. Did I go too far? I might have gone too far. Well, let's do either replay. I actually couldn't tell. Ooh. Hey, what's the matter? Nerves getting to you? Freddy's looking for high quality. I guess I went off the edge. Yep. Oh wait, I'm teetering on the edge. That should count as a win. Fuck off. Does it? I don't even know. I got experience, but I didn't get any reward points, so... That should count as the most badass win ever, but also I can't get out of the car, so I guess I understand. So remind me not to do that. So let's hope the deciding race with my squad is like a normal race for humans. Can't believe it, I get a win for that. Why was Keisuke meeting with the Grand Tours? Something doesn't feel right. I feel like I have unfinished business. Alright. If that only counts as the loss of your car with front wheel drive, yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Oh, right, one way straight. So this is the place where you have to show off for girls. Yeah. See if I can find Keisuke then. Ocean Street. Yeah, alright, I'm looking for that orange-ass car parked somewhere. It was an orange-ass car, but I don't think it's the one I'm looking for. Oh? Screw off, I've got a business that doesn't involve you. Tailing this guy a bit further. We'll go see if that guy's got anything going on. And maybe going in a circle here. Kinda wanna know if he's gonna stop somewhere, so I'll follow a bit further. Yeah, I think that was a big circle. Still, could say hi to that, like, black car. It was... Alright, that was stopped over here. See if there's anything going on with you. Oh, that's Freddy. Did you just say you're scaring off the kawaii cuties? Ugh. God, I'm so glad the translators handled this as they did. Accurately conveying the slime. So... Keisuke is not giving me the time of day, which I guess is not shocking. What about the Grand Tours? You got anything to say? Gotta do a bit of investigation. Because this is where he was like hanging out. This also may have been where I got Tetsuji, glad you could make it. The sharks are hungry again. Right, this is some unofficial races here. Any even like new ones I can get into here or no? I think this one's divided by like drive types. Oh no. I mean, I could try 800, but seems like I'm still not quite close to there. So I will leave that for another time. I'm already way over 200 though. Blocking me off that way though. Actually, you know, I'm gonna try the 800 one just to see how different it is. Maybe they're just like really heavy cars and shit. I mean, I am technically under 800 horsepower, I mean. Like 400 something. But yeah, definitely can't do those first two. Epic tale of Sakuragi chose 0 to 4. An epic tale told over the course of 400 meters. Sorrow, joy, victory, a heroic adventure for the ages. Oh, this is probably just straight up drag racing, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not cut out for this. Not even fucking close. If I lose something, I'll probably reset because I just saved. Well, I don't think you lose anything for losing unofficial races. Oops, wrong button. Here, though, there was one thing I want to take a look at in here. Yes. That is stronger, because that's something specifically for track racing. I feel like it's not a big enough jump. But what does that do compared to the bore up? I'll keep it on for now. But I don't think I can handle that race. What am I looking for out here? Keisuke is, again, not being particularly forthcoming about his actions. Maybe if I find Kyoji. Actually, maybe I can just head back to Kyoji's gas station. He'll have something to tell me. Guess that means I gotta get on the highway, but... I always forget where I can actually find an on-ramp. These are some cool cars. Hey look, we both have spoilers. Guess you could say that this is a double spoiler. A double spoiler. Yeah, there's gotta be some extra top speed, certainly. Oh, get new material. No. Jesus Christ, I'm actually going way faster, though. I was kind of capping out around, like, 204 or something, so... Eesh. Actually, pretty big difference. I'm thinking, oh wait, some suspension. Street suspension, but lower clearance. These are faster brake pads, this could help. Especially if I ever want to do more chicken races. Yeah, this engine isn't getting more slots, but 4 is still a solid number for how strong this engine is. I wonder what else leveling up engines does anyway, or leveling up parts in general, because it's not just adding slots, or maybe it just takes a certain amount of levels to get a new slot with some engines. I don't know. Guess we'll find out at some point, or maybe I won't. I can get on the highway here if I want, so. Right, so. There we go. I want to see if I can get a hold of Kyoji here. Well, this song again. I haven't heard it in a bit. Real sleepy little tune. Got no business in this part of town tonight. Need something here. I should be quick about it. Oh wow! So they don't even let you explore fully. Just let you go to a couple spots. What's a body shop in Morocco? I know that was the place that Makoto used to go to, and I got a part for going there. But can I actually shop there? Body shop Morocco, sitting under the highway. That's the old clunkers clinking clatters. They're giving a new lease on life. Things are especially noisy today. Hey, Yuko's here. So that's where that goes. Easy as pie. Oh, not bad. What a woman. What's going on here? Show, just the man I wanted to see. Learn the ins and outs of tuning. Been reading up on it for a while now. So what do you think? Impressive, ain't I? Yuko, what's the meaning of this? You invited your boyfriend to the shop? Oh, him? He's not my boyfriend. Then make it quick. I got my eye on you. Oh, that Mr. Morocco. This some new gig? Didn't know you were into bodywork. Bodywork? You're looking at a future automotive engineer, Buster. Oh, wow. Engineer? Really? What, you don't believe in me? I mean, I'll never catch up to you guys out on the track. So I thought about how I could help you guys out in other ways. That's why I decided to start training as a mechanic. Cars are like the coolest. There's so much I'm learning about them. Besides, you're never going to make it in the big leagues without a world-class mechanic. You've got a long way to go. What was that? Way to go. Oh, Yuka, break time's over. Get back to work. He's got a mean attitude, but he's a good teacher. Someday I'll be a bona fide grease monkey with the skills to make your engine purr. Automotive engineer? Is she serious? Anyway, I'm glad I went this way. Thought about our next race. Didn't have a chance of winning. But Yuka could face impossible odds with her head held high, then maybe I could too. Anyhow, okay, you can. And oh, body modify. Huh. Well, I'm not gonna dig too much into that. Buster's one of those things you can only call people back then. Well, that's interesting. At any rate, so finding Kyoji around here isn't gonna happen. I guess he's got the night off. It is really interesting that when they say you should be quick around here, they don't just tell you, like they literally just only let you be quick around here. Or they don't let you explore the full area. That's really neat. And it does kind of give a sense of urgency to it. And it means that they don't have to lock you out from completely, like if you want to buy something from that shop. Oh, I don't think that's how exiting works. Drive around a bit more, see if I can figure out what's really going on back here. I'm gonna check that park. That could be a place to find suspicious people. Park's not this way though, we gotta go further south. And get run over by a encounter. Let's beat this guy's ass quick. Oh. Street, which one was this? Yeah, alright. Big straight, kind of hook after. Jeez. There's a beefier handicap bonus. Another turbo here. No, don't get that. I don't need that. Medium turbo. You have that attached to the shittiest engine possible. Really funny. How does this compare to my current one? It's -1 comp ratio, and that means I can put it in the same place as mine. Yeah, this is a small turbo. T500. T5000 rather. What is it, the Terminator? Yep. Well, hard to believe a race that easy ended up with a pretty powerful part, possibly. P, the letter. Check one tech. Hey, did you hear? That American guy is on the prowl for a date again over the pickup chicane. Too bad we're stuck at work. Yeah, blows. Looks like I could at least get a race in. Hey, you in the car? Sure. Take any excuse to race. Hey, wait, that's Show from Lagoon. He's pretty famous. But you know, not as famous as me. Alright. Let's see how my new turbo takes on these guys. M Street again. The real famous guy, Warrior Unknown. Still, you never know. I'll keep this guy serious. I'll take this guy seriously. Steer. He's actually closing the distance a bit, but not enough, and I think he's not anymore. I feel like the proper race to end this chapter is gonna be pretty tough. I also think I might have the car to take care of it at this point. It is down. Oops. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. M Street again? Yeah. Excuse me. Make sure to get enough sleep, kids. A good time making this. Not gonna make it doing that. I'll just hold on to the rewards points. I don't think there's much to grab at this point. Especially not after that turbo I picked up. Yeah, I want to check out the park. Doesn't seem like anyone else is here right now, but... No Name Park. If no one's here, then why am I? Good question, my man. The Takashima Wharf is a goal, but it doesn't seem like... Oh, right. One-way street. Whoops. Forgot I didn't realize it already automatically turned me around. Oh, there, Slugger, I was here first. Buster, yeah, right next to Slugger. Mr. Kenzo Yamada-kun, what are you up to? Oh, Kenzo's giving it a shot again. Huh? Uh-oh, this ain't good. Did you run out of gas? Is he here? Can't move. Anyone help me? Kenzo. Joe, get me out of here! That was some top-notch driving. Guy's trying to pick up girls and runs out of gas. Poor guy. Oh no, he just stalled it. I think I stalled it. Damn, that was embarrassing. Can't believe I stalled out back there. You know, I kind of feel like my life as a street racer is stalling too. Isn't your car an automatic? How'd you manage to stall it? There's a bit more to talk about. Looks like it. Love how Kenzo's trying to go into like a metaphor for a street lights, not even shows, just like, wait. Stuck on him stalling on him. Look at me, I'm up here! Now he's playing on the slide. What a guy. So, did you hear? Yoji said he would quit racing after the Yokohama GP. Can't believe he sprang that on us out of the blue. I was thinking of dropping out of the deciding race and letting him go to the qualifiers. Kyoji wouldn't like that. He wants to see us give it our all. Right, of course. By the way, did you know about this? After he gets off work, Kyoji races on the same courses that you were racing on. But he isn't happy about his times. Keep getting faster every day. He's having a hard time keeping up. Kenzo's still here. He's gotten all sentimental, but he won't miss the deciding match. Alright, so... Keisuke's still dicking around, but... I don't think I can have any proper interactions with him. I could try to chase him, but... I stopped at one attack, actually. Can't just wait around for an opponent. On practice, I'll need to find it on my own. Or wait for them to chump you, as they do around here. Like that guy. Not a bad time to GS. Curious what other errands I have to run around here. Wonder if I have to drive the set of turns. Is it pronounced chicane? I don't even know. Maybe I'll look that up before my next stream. Up. I did check Landmark Building tonight, or at least in this later part of the night. I'll go do that and then consider and Landmark Tower. I wonder if Iki and Akira are feeling short on time like the rest of us. I'll check here again. Better crush this guy. Oh, we're racing around here. Right, this part. There you go. Yeah, anything good? I don't think this is the same engine I have, but similar stat-wise. And it might be the same one, actually. But I'm gonna grab the wing, and not super in love with it, though. Just kinda do. Check here one more time. Why are you chasing my tail? You want to battle with Watashi? Sure, yeah. Check out these moves, buckaroo! Oh my god. The rating on how well you do these being just women is really funny. I don't know. That's a little bit in poor taste, but it is what it is. Nothing else certainly fits the vibe. Let's check the wharf again. Told me I had unfinished business with like figuring out what Keisuke was up to, but I couldn't learn jack shit. Guess I learned a bit about Kyoji. Hanzo told me that this will be Kyoji's last race if he loses tonight. Why was Keisuke meeting with the Grand Tours? Not much time left. Looks like I can do it then. Alright. Please tell me the actual race isn't a chicken race, though. Got some better braking, but... oh god. Why would we decide it like this? None of us had spoken with Kyoji that night. Line switch typo, it happens. Even with that cloud hanging over the team, we had to have our race. Well, this song's good. Monkey little. Kyoji showed up late, looking pretty ragged. It was strangely out of character for him. He had this blank, dull look in his eye. He didn't say a word, he just stared at me with those empty eyes. His gaze scared me. Everyone ready? Hope you all brought your A game. This is more than a friendly race. Beyond this finish line lies a true dream. The Yokohama GP. The stakes couldn't be higher. For tonight it was likely we were mere children. You're too busy indulging the pleasure of racing to care about winning or losing. You only thought about the next turn, the next overtake, the next moment. We blocked out everything else because nothing else mattered. But tonight it feels different. Suddenly the atmosphere feels thick and heavy. A race like tonight's, you can't block it out so easily. You might never get another chance like this in our lives. I want to see you race like your life depended on it. Finally have the opportunity to grasp a true reward. Waited so long for one. Kyoji has too. Iki's voice echoed throughout the harbor. The rest of us listened with our mouths shut. I sat my white ass down and listened. Nothing we could say would be truer than his words. Please let this be just a normal fucking race. I beg of you, just let me drive the car. Eat Kyoji Nanba. And a couple others. Yuka and Kenzo are here too, but they seem less serious about this. I'm a little worried though. Like if Kyoji was meeting with the Blowjob Brothers, then I'm only worried. But right now we got a race to win. I'm already busting off the finish line compared to these guys. Yeah, so this is kind of just two of the tracks I've been around recently. That's one thing I like about this game, the way like the various like short courses you race random encounters on like kind of prepare you for the quote-unquote boss fights. It's cool. Ooh, I love this song. Love that like horn synth. Looks like this is a two-lapper, so... should not be a problem. Guess you could say I over-leveled a bit. Wow, there's just so many good parts all around the street. What was I to do? I can still improve myself. Like, figure out what the fuck is going on with that turn. Still, jeez, I'm so far ahead of you guys. I just hope no one fucking dies this race. Did I let you skip this replay, or is this like a proper cutscene? Yeah, it's a proper cutscene. I love how they play these over your actual replay. It wasn't the climactic battle we were anticipating. But this was the miracle I'd been dreaming about for a long-ass time. Pressure is on now, and I don't know how much torque I'll need to push through. But I'm starting to believe that I can make it. I finally let go of the fear that this will bite me in the ass down the line. I'm trying to go wall like an idiot out there. But I know that it's a delicate and vulnerable dream. Susceptible to the slightest twitch or moment of weakness. Kyoji's engine overheated just as he crossed the finish line. Uh-oh. That expression. I wasn't even sure what I could find within a dream of race. I'm so deep in it that I can't bear the shock of waking from it. I may have won just a moment ago. But at the same time, it felt like I lost something. Something I might not have had to begin with. I just hope he's okay. Come on, where's that smile? Lighten up, you won! Maybe racing is all about repetition. Tiny spark pushing you along an endless road. That might be it. That's the road I'm on, and I can't say where it leads. Not yet, at least. But I'll push forward. For as long as I can muster the will. I glanced at Kyoji and thought about how much we were alike. We're both racing down that same road. And neither of us knew where it would take us. There it is. The night is completed. With that, I think I may want to complete my own night. It's nearly midnight, and chapter break is a good place to stop. Going for about 3.5 hours. It is long enough for me. I don't know about y'all. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming. Always means a lot. My next stream, Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, same place. And I'll be back on God Hand. Excited for that. That's about all I got. So I'll see y'all next time. Okay, take care.